recording this, which means you're seeing what's on the screen in this video, but I'm on Periscope right here. Now, because I'm doing this, I'm not going to respond directly, well, I probably will, to the scopers. A few people are coming on that I don't recognize. This is a really cool stand, by the way. I'll show it on this, can't show it on that one. But it's really, this is a, what do they call it, the selfie stick, where you can extend. And anyway, I'm using it as a stand. Yeah, I know, everyone went like, where am I? It's, the last scope I did was before my amputation, which happened in January of 2017, so coming up on 3 years. And as you can see, all nice and chopped off. Okay. Well, I guess we got to get rid of some trolls. I've got one moderator going, so grab those trolls. Alright, on my website, ooh, I'm making clicking noises. I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can change that while it's going, otherwise I'll have to, hang on, I'll be right back. Just gotta fix some stuff here. And if it will let me. I do not want the mouse click effects. Good. Now we'll see if that'll continue on properly. Okay. Yeah, didn't take much thinking to give myself, if you go to my website, it's in the comment section there, at the beginning of my scope. I say life and other wild imaginings, my 60 plus years on this planet and elsewhere. And for those who know me, you know what I mean. But today's focus was going to be on some new poems, but we're going to also throw in a couple of old ones. The one that I'm getting most requested is, of course, Warped and Twisted, which is not my favorite. I like it, but I think nobody knows it's my favorite of my own. But I said I would bring a brand new poem in, and so I've got one from, called Cold Dreams, and the clicking is still on. Oh well, we'll deal with it. First I'm going to read the poem, then I'll go to the backstory. It's called Cold Dreams. Now I'm going to read it and then I'll answer any comments. Cold dreams on a sultry night, invisible blood brings new fright. Silent screams deafen me, locked in pain, never free. Mind melting, psychedelic nothingness, perfectly clean and all a mess. Horrible focus, all a blur, lying eyes, you fully concur. Gently speak with missing mouth, travel north, arrive in the south. Breathing great while I'm drowned, all is lost when I am found. Falling awake while I sleep, shallow hole but very deep. Giving up as I try, final freedom as I die. That is a bunch of contradictions. And the backstory is this. And when I'm referring to time sequences in here, it's based on when I wrote this. This is November 17th, 2009, so this is my absolute latest poem. And this is my note from 11/17. This was actually written the night of 11/16 or 17. I'm not sure exactly when it was written. Last night Last night I awoke around 3 a.m. I was having a case of night terrors. I was literally in a cold sweat and unable to move. The dream I awoke from was one of my old nightmares. This is the first case of night terrors I have had in 2019. I used to have a lot of them, but a lot of prayer and therapy as well as antipsychotic meds eliminated the worst of these. The paralysis of sudden awakening finally subsided and I returned to sleep. When I awoke this morning, I saw I had written the poem Cold Dreams. I have no recollection of writing it, but I have the notebook next to my bed so I can write down dreams during the night. It's a weird dream sequence, I admit. When I awoke, I realized I was having what I refer to as MMM. This is my shorthand for massive migraine and mania. I haven't taken my anti-psych meds. I've replaced my dependence on anti-psych meds and massive doses of pain meds with prayer. It's working. In about a year, so I am more prone to manic episodes. I was finally sleeping after 4 days of wakefulness and the manic crash led to a migraine. Still dealing with that today, but it has finally departed. Like I said, it was a weird dream. And usually when I would wake up in the middle of the night and write down a dream sequence, even if it was as a poem, in the morning, I may not remember exactly about it, but I would remember that I had written it. This one, absolutely zero recollection of writing it. It was just there on my notebook. Excuse me. Yeah, let me scroll back through and see. Well, about half of these are just troll-like. Yeah, we can go back to it just a second. Which part? Mind-melting psychedelic nothingness. I don't know what I'm at. But you can see the opposition of in a single line. Perfectly clean and all a mess. Horrible focus, all a blur. See? Oxymorons are put together like that. Lying eyes. Lying, but you fully concur. Gently speak with missing mouth. Travel north, arrive in the south. Breathing great while I'm drowned. All is lost when I am found. Falling awake while I sleep. Shallow hole, but very deep. Giving up as I try. So, final freedom as I die. It's just a bunch of opposites. And I've done that before. I did that in Warped and Twisted. And we said we would read that, so let's just go ahead and read that one. A couple of you are new on here, I know. This was written in 1993 as I was an inpatient in the psych unit at Baptist Hospital in Winston-Salem. This was a poem that had to do with the combination of psychosis and my migraine. I was having a migraine so bad, and my wife said, "Get over it." And I made a sincere suicide attempt. So sincere that even once I was in the hospital, my wife brought me more sleeping pills and said, "If you were going to kill yourself, go ahead and do it." And I took them all. Didn't tell anyone. They discovered me as I was going out, and they couldn't rouse me, of course. Alright, here's the poem. Obviously I lived through that, I think. Harsh words and deepest lows, hidden secrets nobody knows. The phone is on but the number unlisted. Deep inside I'm warped and twisted. So many tricks and so many lies. Too many wins and too many whys. I'm not special, I'm not gifted. I'm just me, warped and twisted. And my cat just had to get up in front of me. Sleeping awake and choking on her dream, listening loudly to a silent scream. The demons come ahead, and sooner enlisted, lost in someone so warped and twisted. On my knees, alive yet dead, look at the invisible blood I've shed. I'm not gone, my mind has drifted. Don't expect much, I'm warped and twisted. Burnout, wasted, empty and hollow. Today is just yesterday's tomorrow. The stars flamed out, the ashes sifted. I am still me, warped and twisted. Death once feared, now I seek. Fighting all enemies, now I'm meek. Fighting the tears, my thoughts have shifted. I cry out loud, I'm warped and twisted. To the psych center, they said I must go and stay there while I was feeling low. After many days there, I finally felt lifted, but I remained warped and twisted. Wow. I also said I would do the gratitude journal on this scope as soon as my cat gets out of my way. Let's move my keyboard before she steps on it. Or he steps on it. You're a he, right? And now you got your foot up in my way, alright? Y'all can't see the cat because it's over there. And you probably can't see him on this other view either, but I'm going to move this to the side so I can read this stupid thing. Alright. Let's do the backstory first. Maybe. In December 2018, I was doing a devotional from Bible.com that was all about gratitude. We should start each day by acknowledging people we are grateful for and why. I decided to make a poem as my gratitude journal. Gotta move stuff here so I can read. I will add a stanza each day for at least several weeks to see what feelings this evokes. I ended it after 15 days mainly because I went on to another project, but I could always pick it up again. I'm going to take this off of my screen there now, since the cat's in my face. And I'll read it from my other screen. The very first day I wrote a stanza about Mom. I immediately realized that I could not stop with one stanza. There was so much more to say. In most cases, I decided to use the stanza to start a new, more complete and focused poem. However, for the context of the gratitude journal, I decided to stick with one stanza per day per inspiration. This could easily be called my inspiration journal instead of gratitude journal, but I'm grateful for the inspiration. I have been asked, why am I not in your journal? Either I will add you in the future or I won't. Enough said. Truly there is no logical reasoning to the sequence of the stanzas. I don't have all family grouped together in order of significance, nor have all family before all musician acquaintances, etc. The order is random, so don't read anything into it. And I really want the poem to show on the main screen so everybody else can see it. So hopefully my cat will just stay out of my way a little bit. There, I got him to move. So let's go back to centering this. Alright, let me take a drink. Yep. Hey, we're losing people. I must be boring. It's alright, didn't expect this many people anyway. Alright. Mom shows her love for me, even when I'm wicked as can be. She gave me life and saved my soul, getting me focused on my life's goal. Dad was a hero gone off to war. Saving the kids became his chore. When I went wrong, I'd feel the belt. My badness he purged, I really felt. Claire Means is a busker galore. Her music and voice I greatly adore. Her passion is to treat all the same. She knows your soul but will never blame. Chuck was there to save the day, to avoid the opioid from killing this prey. The rescuers administered copious amounts of Narcan to stop me from finishing my suicidal plan. An impressive talent is Allie Seeley, giving of her soul ever so freely. Sometimes she suffers from a debilitating migraine. still entertaining us through vicious pain. Converting my house to a wheelchair home, Lee added a ramp so I could roam. Took out the doors, knocked down a wall. He's always there when I give him a call. God daily applies to me his grace. I no longer need to hide my face. Leading me always by his hand, his plan for me I know is grand. Corel has provided me the tools I need, my artistic hunger for to feed. Videos and photos are vastly enhanced. My graphic skills become more advanced. An ethereal voice manifests from Ray Herring. Her eclectic talent she's always sharing. An unconventional yet amazing singer causes me to pause and attentively linger. Treating me with tenderness and love, now residing in heaven above. Pam is the love of my life. She gave me courage when all was strife. In the psych center, my life a curse, until I met Jenna, the caring nurse. Best wishes she extended to me. She said to live I must agree. Rod's sermons are a source of great blessing. When I'm very sad and all is depressing, re-energized and reminded of God's grace. With Jesus in our heart, we can win this race. A great writer and singer of gospel songs, Camille on Periscope is where she belongs. Uplifting my spirit, freeing my soul, to let us feel God is her goal. Hypothermia, my life had nearly claimed. Backs warmed my face till my soul was reclaimed. You may think she is only a cat, but on the ice next to me she sat. William on my wedding day said I would die. Brother Tony aimed and said, hold him high. William disappeared soon after that. Last I heard, he was a Seattle wharf rat. Beth, my daughter, I love so dear. Overcoming much, I shout this cheer. My respect you have definitely earned, as life's lessons you painfully learned. Joey, my first and only son, many twists since your life has begun. I'm thankful you are the man you are, even though many travails bizarre. Even through many travails bizarre. Rusty was this golden tabby's name. Through everything, his love was the same. Always my companion, never begrudging. My feline hero was never judging. And that ended the journal at that time. I'm thinking about taking it up again. Yes. Let me see. I think I've got that online. I'm sure I do. Well, I've got that other one about... Oh, there it is. Nobody knows, yeah. And Contract for a Hit. You remember that one, huh? Yeah, you had a lot of comment about that. Well, I don't want to get too involved in this. We've been on for 18 minutes. I didn't realize we were going to be on this long. Well, kind of wanted to go over a few other things that I've done on my website. So we've got our poems section, and of course we've got a gallery with photos. I've got those World War II photos. I know a few of you remember those, especially this first one up here, which is the first atomic bomb, Hiroshima, 32,000 feet, 50 miles away. And quite a bit of others. Also in the gallery I have added my autographs and certain other collectibles. I've got Barbara Eden, Marla Thomas, Kelly Clarkson, Don Wharton, Ali Seeley there, and Holly Marie, and Charlie's Angels, all but one of those. Gary Quazzo, my favorite quarterback, Eric Stahl, one of my favorite hockey players, Lucy Arnaz, let's see, Dawn Wells. Yes, I said Dawn Wells. She was too skinny. I never realized that. Of course, she usually had clothes on when we saw her on TV in Gilligan's Island. Vicki Lawrence, some Star Trek Voyager autographs, Ray Herring, bunch of stuff from Ray Herring here. Ali Seeley, Claire Means, and Ray Hildebrand with the Beatles before they were famous here in the United States. Now, this was the year before they came over. Alright, so got that. Got some videos. Really, I'm just pointing out a couple here that'll take you over to. I love that picture. Want to see this one real quick? This is only 2 minutes. I mean, we've been on here 20 minutes. What's another 2, right? Let's do it. Oh, y'all won't be able to see it unless you come back and watch. Go to my YouTube channel. Here, let me do this. I can describe it to you. I'm heading to CVS Pharmacy in my wheelchair. So we'll move around. And it actually takes about 22 minutes to get there. But I compressed it down into 2 minutes. And added just a cute little musical thing. Added some sound effects. Like when I pass some people on the sidewalk here. How about that? You don't see it, you hear it. Look, if you saw this coming at you, wouldn't you scream? So you can enjoy this by going back to my YouTube channel and watching back this Periscope, except it's going to be seeing my screen. I'll let y'all go back and watch that. Okay, let's skip out of that. Just a minute. Oh, sorry, turning you off. Okay. Let's see. Now I've added OTR. I've just started adding this. I've got thousands of old time radio shows that I can post. I don't know, I may have 20 or 30 up right now, but so I've got like Lux Radio Theater, which I've got It's a Wonderful Life and Wizard of Oz. I wanted to add up a bunch of Christmas stuff, so I also have the special collections, which would show my favorites, and then Christmas, and then here's Christmas. You see, I got a bunch of stuff up there. Okay, you don't see, but you will when you go back and check this out, or just go to my website. Again, my website, you can be following along with me right now. It's listed at the top. It's johnwmbeckner.weebly, weebly.com. And I also have a links section, personal, just showing where my pages are: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I have favorite ones like Sunrise Church and Periscope, and then I have friends and family, which just points out some of their Facebook pages. Then under music, I have Ali Seeley, Claire Means, and Ray Herring. I also maintain a contact page and a blog page. Blog, I'm not sure if I'm really going to do anything with that. I've added one blog in right now explaining how you get a truly free website, which is what this is. I pay nothing for it. But it's a pretty detailed one. Okay, so I think we're going to quit for right now. No, I'm not going to do any more poems. I'm definitely not going to do that poem right now. That's a 22-minute poem reading. I think it is online. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see. Life happened. No, that's not people. My first love, yeah. I also have the audio. You can actually click on that. Excuse me. And hear my reading of it. Like I said, 22 minutes. But it is a very long poem and still nowhere near completed. Started back in 1978, I think. Yep, 78. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Signing off. Thanks for everything. I appreciate all the hearts and everything. That's really cool. Thanks. All right. Well, yeah, definitely check it out. No, I don't do super hearts. People do that when they need the support, but I don't need the support. I'm just doing it for fun. And that way I'm not obligated to anything, and you're not obligated to me. All right, signing off. Thank you. And let me close this out, so hopefully y'all come over and watch this too.